Alright, this is another image that I did with my number 8 Cirkut camera. This is a pecan grove near Moberly, Missouri, done in 2011. And I'm going to show two images, and they both illustrate a problem that can occur when photographing directly into the sun. It causes a type of banding. And this was done with a 310 millimeter Voigtlander collinear, which is a Dagor formula lens, but it's a coated lens. And what I'm going to do is go through here, and here's the problem. Now, what happened is, this was early in the morning, so not a lot of light, and I used a slower speed motor. I've got 3 motors and 3 batteries, so that's 9 different speeds, and probably was around 4-second exposure or so. And I positioned the sun right behind this tree, probably right about here. And then I started the camera, and it goes from left to right. Well, it took about, about 5 minutes or so to get over here. And in that time, the sun had significantly changed its position. So it was no longer behind the tree. So you've got this type of flare here, but it's not that bad. It just seems, I don't really have a problem with that on this image. And this is not 360 because the lens that I used is a pretty long focal length for that camera. To do a 360 degree photograph with that 310 millimeter lens would probably take about 7 feet of film or something like that. So it is a problem that occurs when you have the lens pointing directly at the sun. Now I'm going to show another image that has a very similar problem, and I'll describe that. I have to go, let's see here. Find it here. Here it is. Now this is, I titled it Midday Goosenecks of the San Juan. This was done in 1997. And here we go. Very similar problem. And I'll show you how the goosenecks of the San Juan work. The river comes down in here, and it goes here, and here, comes around, goes here, comes around, goes down in here, and goes around, and then it exits. And I've looked at a lot of photographs of the goosenecks of the San Juan, and none of them have actually got all the goosenecks except for people who've digitally stitched them together. Now, I printed this and was, a little disappointed in the sun. And now this is probably done around noon, so the sun was pretty much right straight above me, or almost above me. And a few years later, I came back, just happened to be coming through that area, and I decided to photograph it again later in the day. And I got another negative, exact same spot. You have to you park at a parking lot, and then I had to walk on down to this overlook. But the image that I got, even though it didn't have any of this banding in it, was unusable because the canyons are so deep that without the sun directly overhead, it was just, the shadows were just so intense that it couldn't be printed, or at least it wouldn't look like anything. You couldn't even see the interiors of the canyons. I'm going to try to zoom in here and see. It's Now this is a type of banding that has nothing to do with uneven rotational speed of the camera or any problems with the film or anything like that. It's the lens. By the way, the lens that I used on this one is a 19-inch lens, which is 480 millimeter, Gore's red dot RTAR, and that's a coated lens. And there's the San Juan, and this is a really interesting part of the country, by the way. Well, I guess that's about it. Just illustrates a few of the problems that are associated with using the Cirkut camera. And hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.